Hi guys and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Hila here from Saturday Night Stitch. Today's post, I'm super excited to talk to you about a challenge that's the Burda Challenge 2018. And basically the Burda Challenge 2018 is for people who, like me, absolutely love BurdaStyle magazine, right? Because they've got these wonderful, unique designs and their sizing is spot on, but somehow kind of need a bit of a nudge to get going and to actually sew with BurdaStyle magazine. So I thought, and in previous years I have done a Burda challenge myself, and it's been helpful in, helping me to stay on track. I haven't yet managed a full 12 garments per year, but I've got up to something like 10 garments in 1 year, which is still fantastic and still made some progress. But this year I'm absolutely determined that I'm going to try and make at least one garment per year. So I'm throwing out an open invitation to everybody. I've put it on Instagram, I've put it on my blog, and there were so many people. I was just shocked and amazed at how many other people out there are just like me, who love Burda, have the magazines, but just never seem to get around to tracing and then to making them. So I thought, do you know what? Let's do this together, because when we're working together there is synergy and we encourage and support each other, and it's just wonderful when you've got a challenge and you've got, you can set your goals and you tell others and you're seeing what other people are up to, and it just works so much better when you're doing stuff, when you're doing things as a group. So yes, so the Burda Challenge is open to anybody. Do let me know if you are joining in, and if you do join in, just use the hashtag Burda Challenge 2018, is so that we can, because when you use the hashtag, then we can find each other and see what we're getting up to, and we can encourage and support each other. And also another point that I wanted to make about the challenges, right? And this is based on a personal experience that I had last year. I did an Ottobre magazine challenge because I've got about 4 Ottobre women magazines, and I told myself I need to sew with this because I had stash guilt. Every time I walked into my sewing cave and I saw these magazines, I always felt like I have to use these magazines, they're sitting there. And so I said, okay, 2017 I'm going to use this, and I made a modest goal of sewing 1 per quarter. So by the end of the year I was supposed to have 4. And I did, I got the magazines and I was browsing through them, perusing them, deciding which patterns I wanted to make, and I even traced 2 patterns that I wanted to make. But I just never got round to making them, and it wasn't because I didn't have the time, but I actually realized that they just weren't for me, that I just wasn't into them, and that was okay. And it was a wonderful feeling being able to let go peacefully and to not have any stash guilt anymore about those Ottobre magazines, because I just realized that they're not for me. I'm just going to give them away, get them out of there and make more space for something else that suits my style. So though technically speaking I didn't do any actual sewing for that challenge, the challenge was successful for me. And, I hope that for other people who've got BurdaStyle and you kind of have that, stash guilt, like, oh, I should be doing more with this, it might give you some clarity by the end of the challenge as to whether you actually want to keep having the magazines or not. Or maybe you might just decide that you like having the magazines just for inspiration and that you're not particularly interested in sewing with them. And that's okay. And if that can free up the mental clutter in your brain that you have, this, oh, I should be doing this, then that's fantastic. So yes, I've written a blog post about some goal setting tips and about how important it is to make your goals very flexible, especially when you're making goals for a for a creative pursuit like sewing. So do go ahead by clicking in the link down below to the blog post to get some ideas for some goals. And if you want to take up the challenge, then let me know in the comments box down below, because I'm going to be doing a lot of posts about Burda. I'll have some guest posts, and I'm going to have people who sew with Burda regularly to share some tips and tricks with you, and also to let us look into their Burda wardrobe. So it's going to be a fun year, guys, sewing with BurdaStyle magazine. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you next time, happy sewing. Bye.